Tennessee music scene on the rise. I'm here with Bobby Moore, and we are joined by Hillbilly Jed. Actually, they have another E in there too, so it's J-E-2-D.
Yes.
Now. But why don't you guys introduce yourself from the far end all the way over here towards us?
Well, I'm Doug Napier, drummer for the band in the Hillbilly J.E.D band.
I'm Eddie Fee. I'm a bass player.
Neal Parrett, play guitar and backup vocals.
Jon Sizemore, I sing and play guitar.
And has an awesome goatee.
Oh yes, that's a long one.
Gets in the way a lot.
That's cool.
So where are you guys from?
Originally Hyden, Kentucky. Yeah. Some of us have migrated in from other places. Neal, where are you?
I'm from Jackson County, Kentucky. I live in London, but my girlfriend's from Hyden. We hang out with these guys.
So we're all basically connected to Hyden one way or another. I mean, John, Ed, and I are all originally from Hyden, born and raised there. And he might as well be there. So he's our newest member of Hyden town.
Migrated.
Migrated.
Yeah.
So how long have you guys been a group? Hillbilly J.E.D. Swear.
Probably.
That's a good question.
Like officially a year and a half or something, 2 years, I don't know. But like we've been playing music forever, and you know we're just now starting to let people hear some of it, and people have been reacting positively to it. So we're pretty excited about everybody liking it. So
We just heard you guys play that acoustic tune. That was awesome stuff. Hopefully people enjoyed seeing you guys play on this stage here at Open Chord, and we'll have you out touring everywhere. Get you out there.
Highly interested in
That would
that.
be
Yeah,
yes.
We're a new band
awesome.
looking for some help. We don't have any pull. We don't have a whole lot of connections, and we're just really going where the music takes us, you know. And then somebody hears our music and they call us and say, "Hey, you guys interested in playing here?" And we're like, "Most definitely."
And you're not only just an acoustic, you have electric
Yes.
along with that too, so you can play both ways. So any venues that are specifically wanting an acoustic band, such as these guys, hit them up, get them out there. And if you're wanting the electric fire in your veins kind of thing, hit them up there as well.
yeah, we can do acoustic, kind of low key, calm, quiet, cool, you know. Or we can rattle the windows out, you know, whatever you want. So.
That's always a good thing.
What would you guys describe your sound as? I know people don't like to pigeonhole themselves into a genre, but you guys have kind of a dynamic sound from what we heard on stage just a little while ago. So what would you describe yourself as?
We've been labeled as Americana, I guess.
Some country. You know, we're actually our genre on our music sites is country, because
Yeah.
that was the only thing we really had to pick from. So we started out with country, and we are definitely country, as in where we're from, you know, but we kind of add our own sound to that country sound that already exists.
If nobody knows what genre you are, you kind of get labeled as Americana, because
Yeah.
it's, so I guess, I don't know, it's rock, country,
A little bit of
all
everything.
combined into
It's whatever
one.
we
so.
like. Chris Knight's big influence. Leonard Skinner, some of my biggest influences.
So kind of the old style rock and a little bit of country mixed into that.
Yeah.
That garage sound.
70s and 80s
that
rock.
Too much reverb, and you know it's not overproduced, and you can, you know, that's kind of what we are. We, you know, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to make our music to, if we like it, we think other people will too. So we keep hashing it out and working on it till we get what we enjoy, what we're hearing. And we got people
It's
might
very
like this.
real too. It's very real and original.
That's awesome.
Well, before you guys come in today, I listened to a song you had on your YouTube channel, or I guess it would actually be on your Facebook, but it was about the disaster at the coal mine in Kentucky.
All that survived.
How close were you guys to that?
I ride four-wheeler by it all the time.
He lives straight across the river from it.
Yeah,
It's not far from me at all.
Yeah, we're a rock's throw basically from it, and it's always there. And John's a coal miner, so it, you know,
He can relate to it too.
it's a lot more relatable to him, you know. And
The song's a true story too.
Yes, yes.
About my father-in-law, the guy in the video with us there. It's a
Was
true story about him.
It was very touching and emotional, and the video was great. I mean, you guys did a fantastic job on it.
The video
Appreciate it.
really, his point of view was from his father-in-law. You know, him coming back to it that many years later and reliving it all over again, being there, and just some of the things that he had thought. You know, and that's in that, it's in that song. And we really didn't want to be in the video per se. We really wanted the video to be about the memorial.
Yes.
You know, and so we minimized who was going to be. And Jon needed to be in it because he's obviously singing it. And Neal does a fantastic lead at the end of the song. I felt like, you know, that's really all who needs to be in the video. We want it to be about the memorial. More shots of that than us playing.
So is that basically where you guys derive your music from? Is this close personal experiences such as that?
Yeah,
Jon's a songwriter.
Yes, it comes all out of Jon.
they kind of just pop up in my head. I mean, yeah, I guess pretty much, you know, personal experiences, and then some of it's made up stuff, and some of it's looking from somebody else's perspective on things. It just kind of comes from all different angles, you know.
That's cool. And you kind of fire them off one right after the other, right? In your writing process, you're just like, one's finished, I'm on to the next one.
Yeah, it's only been 1 year, actually less than a year. April will be 1 year since our first album came out.
Talking
and we
about
just
your
put the second one
music
out
and
in January.
how it's kind of morphed into your sound that you have on stage now. And we were talking about how many songs you have. You just fire them off all one right after the other.
Yeah, we've got 2 albums out in less than a year, and got gears turning on 4 or 5 more for the 3rd album already. So we're trying to crank them out as quick as possible and get them out there for people to hear, and hope everybody likes them. So
That's awesome. Hopefully we can get you guys out there, like I've said probably hundreds of times before on these videos, but we want to make sure we get everybody that comes on the show out as much as possible to as many venues as possible. So if anybody sees this and wants you to come out to their venue, how do they get a hold of you?
we got a Facebook page. Our number and contacts and stuff's all on there, and we got a website too, HILLBILLYJED.com.
Okay, cool.
Hillbilly J.E.D music.
HILLBILLYJEDmusic.com.
Yeah.
You can pretty much call Eddie. His number's on the business card. So if we can't get up, you know, on through the social media, he has a real phone number that we have on the logo. It's big as that wall. So you know,
Oh, nice.
he's pretty much the number.
Contact guy right now.
And
Yes.
What is that
we're on
number?
iTunes and Google Play and the whole 9 yards with all that too. So if anybody wants to download any of it there.
I like the way you said a real phone number. So is that like a rotary?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a payphone.
Okay.
It's
Like
Side
the
by-
only one still in the middle of Kentucky somewhere?
yeah. We've got one that we're going to use in our next video.
I think they have
That's
one down
kinda-
here too.
I
That's a
remember
different
using
story.
rotary phones, and then it switched to push buttons.
That just means you're old.
I know.
Rotary to dial
Yeah.
to cordless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Then go from a dime to pay
I had the
I've got
first
one
bag
still
phone.
works.
It's crazy.
Oh, nice.
From the 40s.
That's awesome.
But we got 21 songs of original music and on 2 albums. And the first album had a couple more popular songs on it.
Yeah.
And you know, we had a song called Superman, and this Road I'm On, which were the most watched, purchased, downloaded, bought songs we had and viewed. And then Jon pops another album out in less than 6 months, and now it's starting to blow up as well. So you know, we're the money that we generate with these sales is what's keeping us going from venue to venue. So we're not splitting the money up as a band. We're just putting the money into an account. We're paying taxes, and you know, whenever we want to eat, it's on Hillbilly J.E.D. If
Yeah.
we need strings, picks, whatever, straps,
We're just circulating it all right back into itself.
we're playing for free, and the JED money is there when we want to come to a venue and a motel room and gas, and that's coming out of that.
So this thing is like turned into its own entity.
It's
It's a
basically,
business.
yeah, it's carrying us down the road, because as long as we've got money in the bank to travel, we'll go wherever anybody will have us.
So you guys are traveling and playing out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're trying to get out of state, you know, we're trying to get out of hiding, and then around, we've kind of went all over Kentucky somewhat, you know, and either on radio or live venues. So we're trying to branch out and let other people hear us, because we've got literally people coming all over the world checking out our website, and I think it's due to one of the newer songs called American Man, which is a song about veterans, and it's for veterans, and we've got a couple of veterans buddies that are overseas and may have turned their buddies on to us. We've got people from Russia, Switzerland, Ireland, Spain,
That
Germany.
song is a true story about his old man. He was in World War II.
He was a World
Those
War
two
II
wrote it,
veteran.
and
Yeah.
he wrote it about his dad. So all these songs are coming from a real place, you know, either a real life experience or something that happened.
Yes.
You know.
That's one of the usual questions we like to ask on the show is where your songs or your lyrics come from, and like you said, it comes from personal experience and feelings that you guys have to put out there to the crowd.
It's from the heart.
It is from the heart. I mean, Jon.
I think our music comes from all rock and roll from 2000 back and all country from 2000 back, and we just mix it all together and make it what it is. But the lyrics, for me, they come from Chris Knight. I try to look at things the way he does and write songs what I think he might would say, you know.
Yeah.
So I kind of learned from him how to write
That's cool.
by listening to his.
That was our first show. We were a band less than a couple months, and a guy named Justin Collett, which is kind of our representation. He goes out and helps us get gigs. He's kind of working full time right now, so he's in between stuff. But he was the one that's hooked us up with the bar in New Tazewell called Tennessee Brewskis.
Okay.
And we were playing a couple acoustic shows, Box and Jon on guitar and Eddie on bass, and we were just playing a little corner venue in Tennessee Brewskis. We were nobody, and they invited us up, and the next thing we know, they was like, would you guys be interested in opening for Chris Knight, an acoustic show? He needs maybe like 30 minutes. And Jon got lucky enough to
Kind of just took off from there, I guess.
yeah, so that was our first experience of, you know, this is what we can do with our music, that if Chris Knight is willing to allow us to open up for him, we must have something going on.
Yeah.
That's a great opportunity. I mean,
Yes, so we ran with it and showed up early, did
Yeah.
sound rehearsal, got sound checks, and when he got there, he was like, where's them boys that's going to open? He said, they're already done. And
I love all music, but he's my biggest influence.
Yes.
You know, and Leonard Skinner and stuff like that, you know, older country.
So you guys been from Kentucky, obviously that's the bluegrass state. How did you kind of avoid not having a heavier influence for bluegrass?
oh, I played bluegrass for 3 years in a band. I was in a band called North Fork, and we toured everywhere. I was the acoustic rhythm player. I'm thinking that Eddie's probably bounced a little bit on some bluegrass, so we've all,
Tinkered with it a little bit.
you know, I grew up in it because I went from rock and roll band to whatever band was playing. I just wanted to play music. It didn't matter if it was country, rock, bluegrass. I just loved music, and if it was, I tried to play whatever instrument was not being played, and that's what these guys can do. These, you know, Neal can play every
We
instrument.
could probably even kick out some bluegrass
Yeah,
songs.
Just keep,
I mean, you never know. You just have to come to one of our shows, man.
It's whatever the crowd wants.
Yeah, we have fun. It's like Doug said, the music takes us there. You know, people hear our music and they want to hear our music with their people. You know, they want their people to hear our music, and we have a good time together. And you know, that's what it's all about, in my opinion.
we have to make music that we like
Oh, yeah.
first before we can let anybody else hear it, and then that's what comes out of these two albums.
That's the good thing about being an actual fan of music is if you know where the feeling
know good
is,
music when you
know
hear
good
it, yeah.
If it, you know, I always feel if it's an emotion, if it brings out an emotion, whether it's happy, if it makes you cry your eyes out, if it makes you mad, if it makes you proud, then the music's doing what it's supposed to do. And that's how we feel it. When we first heard our album, we was crying our eyes out on American Man because we was like, man, that's so beautiful. And it's real, and you can't, you know, it's relatable. And, you know, so we were in the studio bawling, going, this is awesome.
And you
so,
can go from that to a song like Crazier Than Hell.
and then we got one called Crazy Hell, and you're laughing all the way through it, going, I know these people they're talking about, you know. And you can't. We had one guy, Eddie, you can tell the story. It was somebody driving.
We shoot for a flood of mixed emotions.
Yeah.
Every song, you know, we don't want every song to be this emotion or every song to be that emotion. One make you cry, the next one make you laugh, and the next one, you know, serious.
It's an emotional roller coaster in the second album. It's crazy how
We try to make a little something for everybody.
That's a good thing. I mean, you touch each individual person depending on how they feel that day that they're listening to you. If somebody's feeling sad, they're going to connect with the more happy song to try to boost their own confidence or boost their own feelings.
It's a go-to song.
Yeah.
I feel down today. I want to hear crazier than hell because it makes me feel like, oh yeah, I ain't got as many problems as somebody else does.
Pretty cool. Do you guys have any plans on branching out away from your comfort zone where you are playing right now, the small area?
Oh yes,
We'd love to, man. I mean,
we're going to Indiana in June and playing. You know, that's getting us up a little northern.
We got some people in Virginia looking at us possibly on a festival there. You know, we're just going wherever the music. If they'll call us and say we got a spot for 45 minutes, can you guys fill it? Yeah. If John's not at work, or Neal's not at work, I'm not at work, we're
if
there.
we can get there and at least pay the gas to get there, maybe a hotel room at best. We're tickled to death, you know.
Nice. That's awesome.
We're trying to make Hillbilly J.E.D the job,
Yes.
per se.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Let's lay down the 9 to 5 and concentrate on doing this full time, and that's what we're shooting for.
Yeah,
We just like to play music.
You have anything else?
I'm kind of fresh out of questions at this point, but if you guys would like to pass on anything to people watching, I think we mentioned how they can get a hold of you guys, but can you restate?
Main website is hillbillyjedmusic.com. Our Facebook is hillbilly_Jed or just Hillbilly Jed. Or you can just go to Google and we're on Spotify, iTunes, iHeart. We're on radio. Where's everywhere as you can possibly be. You can actually get a CD of us still if you still have a CD player.
What are those?
Some people use them for coasters right now. That's something to put their coffee cup on. But yes, we're Hillbilly J.E.D. and you Google us. If you want us to play, holler us at 606-538-5940. That's Mr. Ed right here. You'll be talking to the man in the band, and we will come play for you if our booking's not already taken.
That's cool, man. Well, we appreciate you guys coming in and talking to us. And
Appreciate
hopefully
you.
we'll have you guys on stage at some point at any venues around the area that we can get you in on for East Tennessee music scene. But if everybody's all good to go, this has been East Tennessee Music Scene on the Rise. I'm Scott Thomas with
Bobby Moore.
And Hillbilly Jed. J-E2D.
Yeah, there you go.
Sounds good.
We'll see you next time.